Hey guys, if you are new to the channel, if you're from TikTok, this is kind of like a continuation of that full moon reading, but I am going to actually clarify and kind of go over some of the things that we did talk about in the TikTok video. Just putting that out there, so either way, you don't have to watch either of the videos, but you can if you want to get like a little bit more insight. Now, with that being said, we're just going to do a new card pull for this reading so we can get a nice clarification on what we already talked about. But to get started with, the first card that we pulled was the Nine of Wands, and basically kind of an emphasis on, you know, paying respects and understanding where you came from, all the hardships and the things that you have overcome. And with that, the second card we pulled was the Queen of Pentacles, so coming into alignment with that focus, that abundant energy, so we're prioritizing what needs to be done, what's important, and where that energy needs to go in order for things to happen. And then the last card that we got was the Fool card, so being able to come into this shift of full alignment, full abundance, having a positive mindset is just a piece of it, but also creating an environment where you're fulfilling your needs, fulfilling your priorities, making sure things are getting done, you're organizing things, you're shifting things to, you know, you've already removed a lot of things, and so you're bringing a lot more clarity and focusing this energy so it's electrified and it can grow, basically. So those were the first three cards that we pulled. So in order to really come into a better alignment, you have to get rid of a lot of things and you have to go through a lot of hardships. Not necessarily have to, but you end up going through a lot of hardships, and with those hardships you do actually end up learning a lot. And with that learning, that knowledge, comes a better shifted mindset towards positivity, but also a better understanding of the way things are and how they are operate, but also how to shift around and through that. So when things do come up, you can, you know, focus that energy back. And we're just going to see which cards we pulled here. And the first card that we got, this glorious, glorious sun. So being able to really like grow this energy, you have to focus this energy and spread it out and amplify it. So amplifying this energy, not just putting the affirmations and the manifestations in on paper, but also embellishing this energy, making sure that this is you, this is your lifestyle, this is what you want, this is who you are being now. So shift that reality. If things don't feel shifted, shift them yourselves and make sure that you are, you know, practicing what you preach. You're soaking up this energy, you're focusing this energy, and you're helping it grow the things around you that need to be lightened. They need light, a light source. So shed some light on these obstacles, these things that do need growth. Figure out them, pinpoint them, write them down, whatever is necessary, and utilize that knowledge to focus that energy towards those things that need to be aligned. I hope that makes sense. I'm terrible with metaphors. But the second card that we got here, whew, the Ten of Cups. So really embellishing this energy, making sure this is, you know, your mindset is shifted towards positivity, but not necessarily where you're just being happy with how things are, but you're still like, you know, you're seeing the better side of things. You're still enjoying the moments even when they don't go exactly the way you plan. You're still like, wow, there's a rainbow over my head, there's sun in, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be sun in this sky, but there's sun in the sky. We have a lot to be thankful for and to look forward to. So whatever doesn't feel like, you know, it feels like a loss, sometimes those losses are actually really beneficial. no matter how hard they actually may be. It will help you clear a lot of energy that wasn't prioritized or focused previously. So it's going to help you. It's going to help you focus that energy and growth. And so, with that, new opportunities are going to come through with this shifted alignment, the shifted mindset, and this shifted energy. Not just mindset again. So it's not just about mindset. It's also about aligning your entire reality. It may sound weird. It may say it might sound hard to do, or maybe you just don't even know what that means, but you're going to learn what that means even if you don't. So just, take it to heart that, that you need to shift this reality around you so it makes more sense. So like, when you get like a newborn, I believe that's a newborn. You have to build a space. You have to build a new space. You build like a whole room. You gut out some old craft room or some storage room, or you move into a bigger home and you make more space and you align that reality that you're creating. So it's not necessarily, this kid's gonna be born and it's gonna eventually just make its own room. That's not the reality of things. Like we have to shift our own reality so it makes sense to what we're trying to create. You know? That was a strange metaphor, but somehow it got out. I hope it made sense. Like, you really do have to align your own reality. It's not just about mindset. You can't just mindset things into reality. You have to shift things in your physical reality. So, with that being said, that means journaling, writing things down, getting like an organized plateau of items. So you have like shelves, you're labeling things, you're getting on top of your schedule, you're getting on top of writing things down. I think I said that already. Writing things down is important. Like, you can pretend you remember everything all you want, but you're gonna forget here in just a few seconds. We got ADHD problems, we got cell phones. Utilize that cell phone to write down notes and alarms and reminders of all the things that you need to do, and pay attention to those reminders. Don't just sweep them under the rug when they happen. Shift your reality so it makes more sense towards what you're trying to create. So, if you're trying to create an influence among your peers by like being a YouTuber or anything like that, make sure that you're shifting your reality so you're in a better state of mind to do that. So you don't want to create this false reality. Like when I feel out of alignment, I don't make videos. That's why there's a lot of space and gap in between some of my videos sometimes. I'm trying to come in on top of that, but there have been a lot of things that have happened in my life, and so I will take a step back and I will reshift things and find some way to overcome these obstacles and find things to realign myself and find a new schedule or create a new schedule altogether. But it's that spark that we need to remind ourselves that we have to be in that reality. We have to realign ourselves with that reality in order for things to actually play out. Because if we're not in that reality, it's not, again, it is a lot about mindset, but that's just a part of it. It's not just about mindset. We've got to shift the reality too. And so, even if it seems like there's a lot to do, it's not about doing everything all at once either. It's just about making sure that you're taking the steps. You're doing the procedures. You're actually active in this reality. Like you want to create effort into this reality. So the universe sees it, not just about the credit, but it does see it, and so it'll make things happen for you easier when you come into that alignment and that focus, and you're being true about what you're wanting to create around you. Then things will roll out much more easier because you're not fighting the current, you're not obstructing the current, you're flowing with it, and it is taking you with it on a ride. So just try to see things from a different view if you don't already, and see if that mindset alone will shift you towards this place if you're not already there. But if you do already have this mindset and you do feel like stuck or stagnant, or that you're not getting that push of energy that you really want to feel, well, see what's going on in your reality. If there are things that are unaligned with what the reality you're looking to actually create is, then remove those things, fix those things, make more time for those things, and, shift your reality. I think I think that that's emphasized enough, but like, we can stay in this state where we are believing that we're doing more work than we're actually doing. And so being more honest with ourselves and shifting and shaking off all of that, frictional energy, and making sure that we're being truthful and honest with ourselves as well, can help you like realign into what's actually going to work out for you. So what I mean is, like, you can, if you are honest about not doing the things that need to be done, even if they're small things, like, or big things, little things or big things, if you're just honest about it and you can look at it from, a perspective that's not thwarted on, like, oh, well, I am entitled, or this I am doing everything I already am, so why would I put more energy or focus into this? Just be honest about, like, what the actual quality of what you're creating is, and how to improve that, not just, the focal point of, the things that are obstructed, but how to actually alleviate and fix these things. And then if there's anything that's not being aligned, or like energetically, like being organized or scheduling yourself correctly, like, see what's going on. If you're focusing energy in other places, it doesn't necessarily need to be focused on, or you can at least create some what is it, I guess, time slots for these things. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. Some time slots for these activities, and you just like prioritize like 2 to 3 hours on one specific thing, and then you focus another hour on another specific task, and you really stick to that energy and that focus, and you actually see things getting done. That's going to help you realize that, there's things that you may have not been completely honest about energetically, and that's okay, because sometimes we're doing so much in all these other different places energetically, so we're really spread out, and so it seems like we're doing a lot, and we are, but we're not focusing that energy on one specific thing, and so it's not going to help us grow that energy. So just like the sunlight, when you have too much energy on a plant, it can fry it. But also, if you get like this nice balanced energy, you create like a shadow. Sometimes they put up that lattice, and it helps create a little bit of shade for the plant. Then you can help create a better balance. So you're not just doing everything aiming towards work. So everything does still feel chaotic because all you're doing is working and all you're doing is focusing the energy. If you find a nice healthy balance, but you still work hard, I'm not saying like extremely hard. We have this really toxic mindset of like what working hard means, especially in America. So you figure out what that means. You're gonna have to on your own. I'm sorry, I love you, but like, if you can figure out what that means and find a nice balance between life and work, playtime is important too. I don't care who you are. Playtime is important too, no matter what you're trying to grow, no matter how big you're trying to get. If you are running on an empty battery or whatever, you know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to say that. But if you find a nice balance between these things, then they can help uplift each other. So I'm just saying, like, when you create more focus on your work, you can put more money in your bank, and when you have more money in your bank, you can focus on creating a better lifestyle around that work. So you can like have healthier lunches, you can organize your lunches, you can have pre-made lunches, you can pre-make your own lunches, you can do things that help you and your lifestyle become easier. I don't know about you becoming easier, because but you know what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed today's full moon reading, it is a different type of shift. It is not just about mindset, it's not just about focusing on cutting things out, it's just really emphasizing on realigning yourself. So all the things that you already learned, utilize those tools, utilize those resources, and utilize those skills so you can refocus and realign your energy. So it's not just about taking a whole new leap of faith, it's just about reshifting yourself. So you got rid of a lot of things, you reorganized your energy. Now you just want to focus that energy on where it needs to go. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, this full moon reading, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, but also make your full moon water, because I don't know if you haven't made full moon water in a while, but something tells me that you haven't, and you should probably go charge your crystals too. I'm just saying. I love you. Bye.